though, so I felt like I was, I had a half of one to be specific. But that health nut bread, I felt like I was being a little
healthier.
Healthier. Thank you.
That's the word.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Good.
Who sent me the text about trout? Because it's the name.
Oh,
Did you do that?
no,
What?
but I sure would have liked it.
Somebody said,
Someone
when are you
placing
going to
an order?
circulate the menu?
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for the
Exactly.
trout.
That pecan crusted trout.
Who was that? You didn't show up on my... Somebody.
Was it you? No? David. Okay.
Huh.
Well, don't forget my iced tea, right?
There you go.
To make it sweet.
Extra fries.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Do you know what it's called when you come back from a break? When you're doing a virtual meeting like this?
what?
What?
Resuming.
Uh,
Oh.
That's cute. I hadn't heard that one
I
yet.
just came up with that.
All right.
okay.
It's a resuming meeting.
I heard the term virtualize the other day, but we're going to virtualize this. So I think we're getting some new words from the pandemic.
True, true.
Well, I suggest we go ahead and resume. Ha ha. Love that. Love that.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So here's where we get to go. We get to look at 2020 and to review the progress that's been made. So I think that you all have a list of the priorities, and I can show them on the screen too, which I think might be helpful for you as well. Where are they? Okay, can you see those? Or are they too small?
Oh, it looks good.
Great, great, great. So we'll just go through the list, and I will leave it to you, staff, to provide any updates. If there's anything you want me to capture, let me know that as well, and I will just type it right on in. Okay?
Well, it looks like I may be first up. If I don't know if
Yes.
Andrea wants me to
right in.
hop in there.
Yes.
All right, great. Okay, well, it's pretty clear that we have had to revise our schedule for the strategic plan. You'll see there that we had initially thought we would have our work session where we would be presenting a draft of the strategic plan in August of 2020. Yes, that did not happen. So where we are in the process at this time is we wrapped up our roundtables, which actually started back in January, like this time last year. But we finished that up in September. Then we moved into our Decatur 202s. We have 2 more. So there was 4 of them. We have 2 more that will wrap up by February. Just to be a little bit more specific, we do have our equity and racial justice Decatur 202 next Thursday, January 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. And that is in partnership with Better Together and a few other community partners. And then we also have our last Decatur 202, which is scheduled for Thursday, February 11th, again from 6 to 8 p.m. And both of these are via Zoom. So they are virtual events. We have breakout groups after some short presentations and Q&A with panelists. But we will be finishing that up in February. And then following the Decatur 202s, we'll be taking that input that we've received from the roundtables, as well as the 202 breakout sessions, and developing additional activities. We'll see how the pandemic goes, if it's safe to return to some sort of outdoor activities where we can gather in a passive way to collect information and input. We will do so. Otherwise, we are going to continue using what we have on our dedicated webpage, which is Decatur2030.com. It's a virtual forums, and there are surveys related to different topics that are important to the Decatur community, as well as kind of this interactive kind of conversation board where folks can kind of log their ideas, their comments, give it a thumbs up, or maybe respond or reply to some of their neighbors' comments. So it's a good way to continue that interaction, but in a virtual way. So in speaking about what our timing looks like, we are presently looking at that draft strategic plan to be presented at a work session by June 2021. I'm really trying to push for a May work session, because we do want to recognize that a lot of our community does like to unplug during the summertime. So we want to continue to engage with them, but June at the latest. And then, we'll, over the next couple of months during that summer, we'll continue to take some comments and refine where we can, and then bring back the final draft for the City Commission's consideration for adoption in August. And one thing that is kind of important to point out is that the strategic plan is also meeting some requirements to update our LCI plan with the Atlanta Regional Commission, as well as the city's comprehensive development plan, which is a requirement of the state and the Department of Community Affairs. And so we are kind of working on making sure we meet the DCA's deadline, which I believe is September or October of 2021. So I just want to make sure that we are giving ourselves enough time, to continue working with the community to develop this plan. But in the back of our minds, keep in mind that we do have a deadline to meet with the Department of Community Affairs to wrap up and present a final document to them. So any questions for me on that?
Thank you.
I have a question.
Question.
Ms. Threadgill, remind me please, early in the process, were there any stakeholder group meetings, not kind of larger, more plenary community meetings or even the roundtables, but have there been any what I'd call stakeholder meetings, almost like when you curate a group of people from different disciplines to get, maybe it's if you will, a representation of folks from our advisory boards,